there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Many things go into a woman's choice. Many things go into a woman's choice. And it's kind of, this is a supplement to what I said about my podcast today, that many women like ugly men. But before I get into all of that, man, this will probably be the only car video I do this week. I wasn't even going to do this because Rom just need to chill. Rom need to chill. I ain't get to go on that vacation, take my walk out to the water like I do every year. I had to move that back some. I ain't want any issues when I went out to San Diego. You know, that's my second stopping ground. So I was like, I'll wait a bit. So I'm going to chill out a bit this week. Like all the podcasts that's coming up until next Monday were done last week. I always do my podcast early. Car videos, the only thing I do like that day and upload it, right? Wait, hold on a second. Sorry about that. I had to take care of something real quick. But yeah. A lot goes into a woman's choice because, you know what? I think one of the biggest problems out here for real, a lot of guys think all women choose men the same way or respond to men the same way. Now, there's some very general stuff you can say, like a woman responding to, you know, a man's looks, whether he's good looking or ugly or whatever. I mean, that still looks. That still looks, just not good looks, you know, or whatever. But, you know, even body, even though I emphasize body game, that's just being in your best body shape. Because even then, different women going to respond to you. If you slim, women who like slim guys going to respond to you. If you stocky, women who like stocky guys going to respond to you. You know, whatever you got and a woman likes. And even then, and that's the thing I don't get when people talk about relationships. They don't take other stuff into consideration. You know, there's a lot of other stuff. One, you got to take social class into consideration. Shout out BGS Itmore for talking about the octane model. And you know what? There's an octane model for men too. You know, a woman might not, you know what? You might see a woman with an average looking guy, ugly guy, and think, why is she with him? They might just be the same social class. If you get a woman who, say she a 92 octane, she gonna look for the best men in her category. You know, she looking for that professional man too. Because women always want that guy who got a little bit more than her. So if she a professional, she really wants a professional. And that's been a big deal because I've heard like complaints by blue collar cats talking about, you know, educated women or professional women don't want to deal with them. That's that class thing. And then despite everything going on now and you know, even though, you know, there's some interracial crossing, sometimes a woman ain't gonna mess with you if you ain't the race she wants to deal with. So that makes a big difference. And then one thing that's major is the environment you in. Where you at? I mean, you can want a dime all you want, or a woman, you know what, a woman can want that alpha showpiece all she want, right? A woman can want that. Fantasize about it, you know, like some pics on IG about one. But shit, if she don't have the ability to just travel, she got to deal with what's in her immediate environment, what's in her zone, what's in her spaces and everything, you know. And it's so much religion. And I've said this several times, like a lot of times we don't talk about religion. Because I know a woman now, she ain't messing with any like guy unless he professing his love for his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And there's a lot of people like that, and that's not necessarily that. I remember I've had a few Jewish women who were cool with me. They wanted that Jewish man, you know, some Islamic woman. He's like, that's very important, shoot. Even in the New Age communities or something, you know, some women might want that guy who can chant with her, do some yoga poses or something, you know, do those mushrooms with her. Seriously, or whatever the subculture is, you know. I remember I was at this expo, right? I was doing a presentation, a seminar And, people who know my deeper levels and stuff, I was going deep, right? And I said something about, people finding that person that's a perfect match for them. And there were a couple goths in the audience. I mean, they purposely had teeth missing, had their piercings, dark clothing. When I made that comment about people finding that perfect match, they laughed. Everybody looked at them and laughed too, but it was good natured and stuff. A lot of stuff go into it. So when a woman looking at a man, yeah, she looking at his, she gonna look at his face. Ain't no doubt about that. She gonna look at his body. But then she's like, well, what else is this guy? And that's all over the world and stuff. That's all over the world. Because I remember I met this Nigerian sister. She was real friendly to me because she said I looked like I was Ibu. That's what she liked. Because every woman got their preferences. But, you got, now even getting into like the ethnic group thing. I mean, it's like, okay, are they in the same class? Education level the same? What she wants. What she going to be turned on by? Intellectual level. Yeah, a lot of women, shoot, that dude better be able to talk about some stuff. The intellectual level, class, where you live, your money mentality. If she got a wealth consciousness and the man got a poverty consciousness, yeah, you know what? He could look like supermodel of the world. She might not want to fuck with him. Or he could look like supermodel of the world, and because they got the same consciousness, she want to do it. See, understand something with women just in general. Not so much with men. If she fine to us. I mean, if we're going to be real with it. Except for guys like at a really higher level and stuff, and then they going to be looking more into it, but it still come down to the fineness. With women, they looking at all those factors. They weighing all those factors. Even how you dress. The way you dress, they really do try to make a determination as to your social class. They really will. They looking at you, got a watch on, kind of car you driving. It's not even so much for money. Some people think it's for money. It's just trying to determine, okay, what's the social class? Does this dude look educated? Then when they talk to him, they might be like, nah, he hood or something. If the woman don't want to deal with it. But then at the same time, you got some hood women, res women, trailer park women, who, if that dude don't sound like he's from around the way, don't get that street in him, they don't want to fuck with him. And no matter how handsome he is or whatever. See, all those things go in there. See, I'm going to tell you what, and my private people know I do this, because I actually did a webinar for them, and that's on my Connect Pile site. And I talked about reading women class levels and stuff, because it's going to determine how they're going to deal with you. I mean, there's so many little nuances. A woman might not see a guy, like she might reject a drop dead handsome guy because she smokes and drinks and he don't, and she might be like, nah, he too corny, and get with that average looking ugly guy who's smoking and drinking right along with her. See, one thing to understand with relationships, right? You gotta relate. It ain't just about, oh, okay, y'all just sitting there looking at each other. I still gotta talk. Y'all still gotta do shit together. And it makes a big difference. And all those things come into it. All those things come into it. So when they deal with it, they gotta deal with who's in that environment. So they ain't tripping too much. And sometimes, hey, they might have to settle. Yeah, they might have that fantasy about a guy looking a certain way and being all that, but that's not the reality. And people who follow me know I always talk about, find your tribe. That's part of your tribe too, for the men listening, because that's the woman that's going to be dealing with you most. Whatever your social class is, that's who is going to deal with you. Because I know me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know me. Yeah. Oh, I told you I came from the HODD, but I didn't stay there. From the age of 14, I'm in a private school and stuff, then going to a Jesuit school, and then a highly regarded graduate level school, right? So I dealt with a lot of 92s. Like if I run into a 92 octane professional type of woman, educated type of woman, shit, I ain't even thinking about whether or not she's gonna resist me or anything like that. I'm already thinking about the positions and how to break it off when I need to. I'm like past the other thing. But then if I come across some hood type of woman, it's like, yeah. And even when I deal with them on a certain, like short term, like in a store or something, you know, I give them Rami, yo. But no, that's the thing. Everything counts. It's always deeper. And if you can understand like all those nuances, then shit becomes easier for you. It becomes easier to understand because then if you have an idea, like, you know, the tribe, class level, religious level, all these other things, subculture, then it's like, okay, so where's that type of person at? Where's that type of person at? Boom. You know how to find them easily. But that's just the reality of it, yo. That's just the reality. And like I said, more privately, I get deeper into it. I don't get into it as much publicly. I stay very general here, but every now and then I feel the need to explain this. Because you got to take all those factors into consideration. You know? All those factors. So anyway, right? Yeah, this be the only one for the week. I'm thinking I'll go back and forth about a surprise one, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. But something would have to happen to make me do it. So anyway, I ain't gonna say what that is. Rom just wants some peace. So anyway, yo, that's it for today. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna stay cool today because where I'm at, I'm in Maryland. It's supposed to be a heat wave. It's supposed to be a heat wave. Shoot. I might just go out in a park near me and just sit there and sweat this joint out. Good gracious. But yeah, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna get back with y'all for sure next week. Like I said, if I do another one this week, let me just say it'll be a special one. And it'll be kind of like I'm gonna be real, it'd be kind of one of those ones just to slap something in somebody's face. You know. As Alan Roger Curry would say, a ball rubbing thing. But y'all cool with me. My people's y'all cool with me, so I shouldn't have to anyway. So anyway, right. I get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.